So, so in today's class we are going to learn about the how to install the Ansible. Install the Ansible. So what is the Ansible? Ansible is a configuration management tool. Configuration management tool which was developed by the Red Hat. Which was developed by the Red Hat. So Ansible works on Python. Okay, Python. Okay. So what does mean by Ansible? Ansible means a configuration management tool. So what are the other configuration management tools are? Chef, Puppet, Salt. Suppose I have 1,000 servers are there. I want to update all servers at a time. 1,000 servers at a time. Or else I want to install the Java on the 1,000 servers. Okay. Yes, then what I do here, I will just go to the, without Ansible, I just log into the particular individual server and I will install the Java one by one. One by one I am going to install. Instead of that, if you use the Ansible, okay, yes, by using the Ansible, we can install the or provisioning the servers by using the central location. Okay. So what is the Ansible? Ansible is a configuration management tool. Okay. So what are the other tools for the configuration management tool? What are the other tools? So Chef. What is Ansible? Ansible is the open source automation engine that is simplifies the streamline of IT process like provisioning of the software. Provisioning of the software. It uses the agentless architecture. Agentless architecture. We need to establish the open SSH communication for the nodes. Okay, we need to establish the open SSH communication. If you see this image, I want to configure the Ansible. I want to configure the Ansible. Okay, I want to configure the Ansible. Okay, here user, here see this, how you configure the Ansible in two ways. By writing the command, and command will give to the command will go to the through command will give from the inventory or from the Ansible playbook. The Ansible playbook is written in the AML. Inventory is nothing but which servers you want to provision. Which servers I want to provision is known as the inventory. Is known as the inventory. So users will write down the AML script, and they will execute the AML, what are the tasks need to done. So then automatically all servers are provisioned by using the AML. Understood? So generally Ansible use it for the DevOps also. Okay. So why do you use this one? Ansible helps automate the implementation of the internally generated application to the production program to make DevOps easier for orchestration, automation, configuration and management of the IT infrastructure. Ansible is the most popular DevOps tool. Ansible is the most popular DevOps tool. Okay. So for Ansible, for installing the Ansible, we need to have at least two or more than three. More than three machines we need. So one is the controller. Remaining are the worker. Okay. From the controller, we are going to run the Ansible. We don't need to install any software on top of the client. We don't need to do anything on the client. So everything we manage from the server. For this one, I just go to the launch instance. We're going to create two instances. Okay. Better to create more than three. So because of here free tier, I'm just creating a Ansible controller. Okay, I'm just giving the controller. Okay, I'm just taking the Ubuntu. You can take Ubuntu. Okay. I'm just taking the Ubuntu here. Then one minute. It's loading slowly. What are the core functions of the Ansible? We can do automation, we can do configuration management, we can deploy the application. Somewhere what I told you that it can be used as infrastructure as code also. Mean that infrastructure as code tools are CloudFormation, Terraform. Okay, so majorly they use the Terraform as infrastructure as code. Either you can use CloudFormation or you can use the Azure templates. Okay, here Ansible, by using Ansible we can do the somewhere what infrastructure as code. So basically it is a configuration management tool. We can also the deployment of the, we can deploy the application also by using the Ansible. Okay, by using the Ansible. I don't know why it happened here. 1 minute. One more time I will just refresh. Here agentless. Ansible does not require agents on the managing nodes. You don't need to install any software in the clients. Simply you deploy on the client. You don't need anything. So I don't need any agent to communicate with the client to the server. Remaining softwares, configuration management tool, we need to install the agent on the client. But here you don't need to install any node. We don't need any software on the client. Here this is completely agentless. Okay, for doing the Ansible, we need to use the OpenSSH. We need to provide the OpenSSH. With that key, that is they're having a, they need to communicate with the OpenSSH. It is use the OpenSSH communication for the manager nodes. Okay, this thing we're going to explain in next class. What are the playbooks, modules, all these things. Okay, what does Ansible do? OpenSSH communication it will take. I'm just taking here Ansible. Okay, taking here Ansible. So I'm just giving the name as a Ansible controller. Done. So then here I selected Ubuntu, So then I keep it as a default T2 micro, and if you want to create a key pair, you can create a key pair. I'll just select the old key pair, and here in the network settings, so I will allow here the all traffic. In real time they don't allow the all traffic. Okay, in real time they don't allow the all traffic. Understand? What is this all traffic? And anywhere I created 2 instances. So, okay, launch instances. So now I created 2 instances. So one is the controller where the Ansible run. So remaining is the worker node. I'll just change here name to the worker. Okay, change here to the worker. Okay, then first we're going to connect to the both machines, controller and worker. Okay, go to the key pair location, in the downloads, open git bash here, paste the command, enter. So then yes, here. Okay, what are the commands I use here? First we're going to update. Okay, what is the thing is that first we're going to update. So how will you update? Sudo apt-update. Sudo 1 minute. Sudo apt-update. We're going to update the repositories of the Ubuntu. Okay. So now updating the what? Ubuntu. Then we are going to install the Ansible. Okay. Then press enter. We added a Ansible repositories. So then again we are going to update. again update the what? Ubuntu. Okay, again it will update. So then next command is we are going to install the Ansible. So now installing the Ansible. Wait, it takes time. So whenever we install the Ansible, automatically Python also install. So inbuilt Python also install. We don't need to install the Python. Okay. So Python works on the Ansible based on the Python. Okay. So it was developed by the Red Hat. Okay. Then we'll check the Ansible version. So done. So now the Ansible version is installed. What is the Ansible version? Jinja 3.03. Done.
Yes,
then again we are going to connect to the worker node. Okay. So what is this? We are going to connect to the worker node. Okay. So here connect, copy the here, go to the download folder where my key pair is there. Okay. Click on the git bash, paste here, enter. Okay. Paste here, enter. Okay. You don't need to do anything. So we don't need to do anything here. Okay. So we don't need to do anything here because Ansible is a agentless architecture. Okay. So just I do here, I just type here sudo apt-update, sudo. Okay. Done. Okay. Sudo apt-update. Okay. Sudo apt-update. Okay, this is the client machine. So this is the controller. Here, what we're going to do here to establish the Ansible, I told you that we need to establish what? Open SSH communication. It is mandated to establish the Open SSH. So we need to provide the Open SSH between the Linux server. Okay, in generally these Ansible works on the Linux only. So here, this Ansible works on only on top of the Linux server. It won't works on the Windows server. Okay. So what is the OpenSSH? Widely used free open source sort of tool here. So we can log in. We need to provide the OpenSSH. We need to provide the what? OpenSSH. Okay. OpenSSH communication. So we need to provide the OpenSSH communication. So to provide the OpenSSH communication, first we need to go to the cd.ssh, go to the folder cd.ssh, type ls. We have a authorized key there. Okay, we have a authorized key is there. I just type the command. We can generate the key to establish the OpenSSH. I just type the command ssh-keygen. So keygen. So when I type ssh-keygen, it will generate a key. Okay? What is the command here? Okay, this is the command. You forgot, huh? This is the command to generate a key. Okay, just type enter, 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 enter. Okay, understood. So then go to the ls. Go to the ls. Now it created two keys. It created two keys. So one is the private key and second one is the public key. Okay. So this is the private key. After we have created a key, this is the private key and this is the public key. This public key we need to open. How will you open this one? Sudo vi followed by the this one. Followed by the this one. We need to open the public key. Okay, these are the key. So this is the key. Escape colon public key. So another key is there, private key is there. See this, we're going to see the private key also. Sudo vi id private key, that is the private key. We need public key. We need a public key. Okay, we need a public key. Okay, so these are private key. Understood? This is the private key. We need which one? Public key. So we need to open the public key. We need to open the public key. We need to open the public key. Enter. Escape. Insert. And we need to copy this key to the controller. That is a worker node. Worker node. Just copy here. Copy here. Go to the notepad here. And paste here. And paste here. Okay, done. So now after that, just exit from here. Exit from the here. Okay. Again go to the client machine. Again go to the client machine here. Go to the folder. What folder? cd.ssh in the client machine. Type ls. Type ls. So open the authorizer key. Open the authorizer key by typing sudo vi. What is the key here? I just open this key and paste here and paste here. So now I opened here. Escape. Insert. We will add the key. We will add the key. We will add the key. So when you add the key, both machines will communicate without the password. When open SSH communication, we need to establish. Okay. So when you add the key, what happens here? What happens here? So automatically, without password, we are going to connect to the what? Worker node or other server. Other server. Just go here, enter, okay, and paste the key which we have copied. Is Control A, Control A, copy, and we need to paste here. We need to paste here. Where I had copied and where paste the copied from the controller, pasted in the ఏంది మరి ఎక్కడ ఇంకెక్కడ చేస్తారండి? వర్కర్ నోడ్ కాక ఇంకెక్కడ చేస్తారు? దీంట్లో ఇంక వర్కర్ నోడ్ కాక ఇంకెక్కడ చేస్తారండి? వర్కర్ నోడ్ కాకుండా ఇంకెక్కడ చేస్తారండి? Okay, done. Then Control C here. Here go to the cd dot dot. Again here also. Here cd dot dot. What is the IP address of the machine? To know the IP address of the worker node. So this is the IP address of the worker node. Okay. Just copy the IP address of the worker node by typing the IPA. Again go to the controller. We are going to connect to the which machine? Worker node. SSH Ubuntu and @ followed by the IP address of the private machine. So now type S. So now we are successfully connected. See this. What is the IP address of the controller node? 172.31.82. So now we are connected to the what? Which node? Worker node. It asks any password. Without password, it is connected. Because we had provided a what? We have provided a OpenSSH communication. We generated a key in the controller node. We generated a key in the controller node and added in the worker node. Then after that, go to the this one. Go to the what? So go to the which machine? Controller machine. Go to the controller machine. Then we need to add the host IP addresses. Host IP address. How will you add the host IP addresses here? To add the host IP address here, what is the command here? Here, sudo. First we need to go to this folder. First we need to go to this folder. First we need to go to what? This folder. Okay. So then first we need to go to this folder. In the controller node. Enter. Okay, I am in this folder. Just type ls. So one file is there, that is the host file is there. So I have to open the file cd vi host, ca vi host. Okay, I just open this folder and add the IP addresses. Okay, add the IP address which you want to. I need to add the all worker node IP addresses. Worker node IP addresses. Here I just go here. Okay. Enter here. So what is the IP address of this machine? I just go to the worker node IP address machine. Okay, copy here and paste. Done? Okay?
Yes, sir.
So again escape colon. If we have multiple worker nodes, we need to add the all IP address of the worker node. Okay? So after that, we need to type the ls minus l. What does mean ls minus la? What does mean ls minus la?
Give the list of files.
List the files with permissions and also hidden files. Okay? Hidden files. Okay? Here ls minus la. So this is the list the files of the controller machine. List the files of the all controller machine. List the files of the all controller machine. This is the list of the files with the permission and also A means hidden file.
Yes.
LS means long listing. LS minus L means long listing. Show the long listing and a hidden file, dot file or hidden file. This is the output of the my what? Controller machine. Controller machine. Here I just go to Ansible all minus LA. What does it get? It gets the all list of files in the worker node also. So the list of node also worker node also. See this. So what is my IP address of the worker node?
172.31.
This is the list of the files in the worker node.
Yes.
So now I can manage from the from the controller machine I can manage the worker node also. Understand?
Yes, sir.
So like that we had installed the Ansible. Okay, understood. So what are the things we had done for the Ansible? First I created 2 machines. Suppose 3 machines are there. Okay, 3 machines or 4 machines, 5 machines, 100 machines, 1000 machines are there. Where we need to add the IP addresses in the which folder? This folder. Which folder? 1 minute. Which folder? This folder. Go to cd/etc Ansible. Go to the host folder. Add the all IP address of the host in the this folder. Which folder? cd/etc Ansible. etc Ansible. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the way to install the Ansible. Ansible. We can install the Ansible on the Amazon Linux also. Same commands will work Amazon Linux also. We can install in the Amazon Linux also. Understood? We can install in the Amazon Linux also. Next thing here. So Ansible can manage in 2 ways. Ansible can be managed in 2 ways. One is the ad hoc commands. Second one is the playbook. So Docker also managed. We had managed the Docker also. How we manage the Docker? Docker also we had managed the build the command. How you build the Docker? By using the Docker run command, we can build the Docker image. At the same time here. So when the same time here, we used the Docker file or Docker compose. Okay, by using the Docker compose contains the all tasks. We added all tasks in the Docker compose in the YAML script, and when you run the Docker compose, the task will be executed at a time. Instead of executing the commands one by one, we had added the all tasks in the Docker compose by using the YAML script. So we are executed the all tasks at a time. Same here in Ansible also, we can run the Ansible by using add commands, that is individual command, or by using the playbook. Okay, so playbook is also a what are the tasks you need to run. Okay, what are the tasks you need to run? We want to deploy the application, we want to do the anything. So all the tasks will be written in the YAML script, that is the Ansible playbook. This playbook is given to the Ansible API, and it will run the all task, and execute the all task. So and ad hoc commands are nothing but what? Ad hoc commands are the individual commands. I want to do the single task by using the ad hoc commands. Even Docker commands are also there, where we can run the Docker commands individually. Here, Ansible will also run by using the ad hoc commands, and also by using the playbook. Understood? By using the playbook. Understand?